Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Welcome back in the place to be with the CBDC Asset Group. Thank you for being a part of the group. Today I want to talk about something that's very important to me and a lot of people I know who ask me to do a video about this. I don't know if a lot of new crypto investors understand what a white paper is and what it means to the cryptocurrency that they hold. I was going to do Ripple's white paper, but it's just a little long and very technical. So basically, just to give you an overview, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what Ripple's website shows. We see the future of global finance. That's what Ripple is interested in. And this is just something you need to know about what type of coin you have and what's the purpose. I'm also going to get into Shiba Inu in a second and look at their white paper so we can look at the differences between the two. Creating an inclusive financial system, accelerating the Internet of Value. This is one big thing that Ripple advocates for, is the Internet of Value. The Internet of Value is the Internet of Things, Web 3.0, the ability to monetize anything. Collaborative vision. We work with existing financial systems to improve, not disrupt. This means partnering with customers to streamline their underlying infrastructure, not replace it, and working with regulators, governments, and central banks to ensure that our solutions are secure and compliant. Okay, down here is their inception in 2012. SBI Ripple Asia is formed. Massive company with the sole purpose of accelerating the adoption and use of on-demand liquidity of XRP through Ripple's programs. They have this corridor of Japan locked up. SBI is one of the largest shareholders in XRP. $300 financial institutions join RippleNet. Now, you have to ask, with 300 banks and financial institutions, MoneyGram, why did they do all this? Why are they not $1,000 per coin? And the truth is, in my humble opinion, I believe that they just had to prove their worth to the world, to the central banks, show what they can do. So they enlisted the help of MoneyGram to use ODL and things like this, as Azmo for payments in the Philippines. And these are just to prove that they can do what they say they're going to do with their on-demand liquidity service. Now, moving on to the Shiba Inu white paper, I want you guys to look at this. I thought this was pretty comical at best. Okay, the introduction. So you know I'm not joking. This is the Shiba Inu white paper. The white paper is their mission statement. Right here, our journey is to answer a simple question. What would happen if cryptocurrency project was 100% run by its community? Off top, this is just, to me, it sounds like some bullshit. Because, when you look at a company like Ripple's white paper and their mission statement, there's a purpose. Doesn't really seem to be a purpose here. And it even goes on to say that the creators didn't know each other. They just created it, and the founders. And it says, we are an experiment in decentralized, spontaneous community building. An experiment. Now, to all the Shiba Inu holders out there, Shiba Inu, don't bite my head off. There can be wonderful... my buddy Venomous is in my mind right now. He's going to be yelling at me. What are you talking about Shiba, man? But I know you can make a lot of money with the coin. I don't disagree if you short it and time it right. But me personally, I don't want to take that risk and be held holding the bag. Maybe on something else, so I can jump in a little bit earlier. So right here is one more thing that I wanted to show you guys. It says our background. We believe through the power of collective decentralization, we can build something stronger than a centralized team ever could. A community-run token is nothing without united individuals who give it purpose. Okay, right here it says, we are not founded from an existing community, let alone a pre-assembled team. The brilliant minds behind Sheeb had never collaborated before. They were a fresh team of developers, designers, moderators, marketeers, and shillers. This is what a lot of people in the crypto community say about shilling things. So, just for perspective, to shill. Definition: shilling is a term used to describe the excessive and shameless promotion of a coin or token. Shilling is mostly done in an attempt to entice potential investors, thus increasing the amount of buying activity and raising the market price. Individuals may also shill a particular cryptocurrency if they were paid to promote that coin or token. My friend used to yell this to me all the time, and I didn't fully understand what he was saying. But your favorite influencers and YouTubers, they're getting paid to tell you that these coins are the best. So, okay, enough of all that. One of the reasons why I'm not shilling XRP and I'm just telling people about the opportunity and the belief that I have in its price prediction is from this. If you guys don't know, this guy's name is the blockchain backer. He's the best when it comes to technical analysis. I do a little myself, but I'm no expert. I just want you to listen to what he says real quick about the price of XRP and its previous price action.
And from this particular moment, what did XRP do? A 1,400% rise. So the Bitcoin price chart is set up precisely as it was set up at the end of 2017. And XRP, unfortunately, lagging behind like it always has, unfortunately. But the good news is, it was this time, it was right here in this moment for the Bitcoin price chart that XRP's price chart took off with it. So I know there's a lot of boredom that we sit here and we've gone sideways and we've consolidated and it's been 107 days. I'm right there with you. But if all these things are right, and if the Bitcoin top is coming in, it is the perfect setup and opportunity for XRP to take off and go on the really big run that we've seen it do before when the top of Bitcoin comes in. So I'm not cheering for a Bitcoin top to be a evil person or a mean person wanting Bitcoin's top to come in. I'm cheering for a Bitcoin top to come in because, well, that's what's happened in this market when it does. And I'm not cheering for a Bitcoin top based on hopeful wishing and wanting. It's because it makes the most logical sense based on the previous super cycles that we've had previously for the Bitcoin top to come up here in this price level. And it makes the most logical sense based on Fibonacci extensions as well. So all things are pointing towards the top of Bitcoin coming in. And then this little pullback that we're having right in here on top of wave 1 to finish off wave 4, so long as it goes on to do that, structurally, it's all setting up precisely to what it set up like back in here. And this is where a monster XRP bull run took off. And back in 2013, when the top of Bitcoin came in, that's where a monster XRP bull run took off. So all signs for Bitcoin point to a top right in here. And the structural setup from what we've seen happen when XRP's price takes off is all setting up here for Bitcoin right now as well. So my fingers are crossed that this is what does happen. But from a setup perspective, it has never been more optimistic than it is right now. And my wife and I were having a little bit of fun today. We were talking about different narratives of world events and what's going on and, what's the true underlying agenda of things and whether they're nefarious or not nefarious or whatever. Just talking about different agendas and, what politicians do. And we're not political. We just try to interpret all the information and say what's the real play that's happening right in here. We always try to say, well, what's the good news that could come out? What's the bad news that could come out? And when we talk about XRP and you talk about, the bad news that could come out or the good news that could come out, XRP has just been whooped by all the bad news, right? We're seeing what's happening over there with Cardano. They're really kind of starting the bad news rolling downhill for Cardano because what's going on with eToro delisting Cardano. First of all, I have no idea if there's anything bad going on with Cardano. Apparently, Bitstamp listed Cardano the same day eToro delisted Cardano for U.S. residents. So who knows what's going on over there? But you know that all the altcoins are facing this similar fate and potential that could happen to them. Yet XRP has one of the most golden opportunities out there that if it's the one that does get that green light from the SEC, the biggest green light out of any of them, because I know we talk about Ethereum having the free pass, Bitcoin having the free pass, but they haven't really been given that public free pass by the SEC in an official way. They've essentially backtracked on Bill Hinman's speech from back in 2018 where he gave Ethereum a free pass, but the SEC has publicly stated that no, that's just his opinion, that's not our opinion. But what happens if XRP becomes the only one with a green light from the SEC? Because it's the only one out there that has the potential for that to happen right now, right? It's the only one. And I'm not saying that to like build a hype machine or anything like that. I'm just saying if the price takes off and it goes on that type of moon mission like that, there's a very good narrative out there for people to buy it at $10, buy it at 11, buy it at 12. Who cares? It's going to 50, right? Because the narrative would be so good. It has this potential to have this super incredible narrative attached to it. And for that, I'm like, all right, here we go, doing the same stuff, right? Accumulating at the lows, waiting for the hype machine to fire up. And then, as I've always said, I will still take profits up in those price areas, but still hold on to some of my bag, hoping and praying that it does go higher. But there's only so much hoping and praying I can do. I still have to stick to these charts and say, does it even seem realistic based on the situation we're in right now for XRP to pull off a move like this? Is this just hopeful wishing for me? And I have to stack all the things together to say, does it seem like it's possible? Can XRP do this sized run in a very short amount of time to catch up to the rest of the market? We can put the previous fractals over it and prove it that yes, it can catch up very quickly. If I'm openly being a bear about Bitcoin, am I being a hypocrite? And should I be bearish on XRP at the same time? Well, just because I don't think Bitcoin's going to go to $100,000 doesn't mean XRP can't go on a huge run. Because even in this situation right in here, if you were going to say, hey, look, you know what Bitcoin did in 2017? In 2017, it ran right up to here. And then boom, down it went. Still, doesn't get to $100,000, but XRP went on a massive, massive run at that time. That's where the whole thing started and went crazy. But still, is that just hoping and wishing, saying that it can catch up that fast based on previous fractals, or saying that, hey, during this time period, that's what can happen? Is there still anything else that can give us any type of hint to say it's possible for XRP to go that high? And that's where we go back to 2017, 18, and 19 to show that XRP has been the only digital asset in the cryptocurrency market capable of catching and surpassing Ethereum, in which it did it twice in 2017, once in 2018, and then another time here in 2018 and in 2019. So it is the only asset to ever bypass Ethereum and become the number 2 digital asset in the market. And if XRP was able to catch up to Ethereum at this point, how high of a rise would it be? Over 1,000%. So to catch Ethereum would give it that big of a run. To do previous sized bull runs for XRP would give it that big of a run. And the current market setup is very similar to what we saw back in 2017 when XRP went on its big run, when the top of Bitcoin was coming in, and we have all those conditions occurring right in here with a 4.236 extension for Bitcoin and a super cycle. So out of all the times that we've stared at this chart, we're at it. We're at that scenario where XRP has taken off at the top of previous Bitcoin bull runs. So right.
And this is one of the major reasons why I believe it'll go to $11 or $13. And people think I'm crazy. My friends and colleagues that thought I was crazy for investing so much money. This is our time, and I'm just sitting back watching. I got the popcorn ready. See you guys on the moon. Let me know what you think. Is XRP possible to go to $10 or $13? Or could it go to 50? Leave a comment below. Thanks. Catch you guys on the next one.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.